What's up, everybody? This is Corey with Redbeard Barbecue Company here. Today we're doing a different type of video. Usually you'll get to see somebody's face and a background and all that, but today you get to hear my voice. We are doing a wild game soup video, and this is part one of it, which is just getting everything ready. So we're going to start off with 2 whole carrots. It doesn't matter where you get them from. We're going to peel them, and we're going to take our scrap and put it in this compost bag right here, as you can see, and we're going to save it for later for our garden. We're going to cut up our carrots. It's really a personal preference on how big or how small you want your carrot bites to be. We're keeping them relatively small, chewable, and also we're going to do this for everything else: our onion, our green pepper, our celery. All those vegetables we're going to dice up and put in a big bag and mix it all together and put some seasonings in it, which you will see later on in this video. We're going to take 2 green bell peppers. Make sure when you guys are cutting your vegetables that your knife is sharp and it's clean. We like to rinse our knives after every use, so that way there's no cross-contamination or any type of bacteria or anything. But we're going to start off by just cutting our ends off the bell peppers and cleaning out the middle, taking out that core and all the seeds. Then we're just going to cut it in half and push down on it just to flatten it, and then cut it into strips. Once we get our green bell peppers cut up into strips, we're going to start dicing them. Again, the sizes are kind of just a personal preference, but we're going to do this to both bell peppers. I only recorded one because I didn't want y'all to have to sit here and watch us cut up all these vegetables without any talking. It's just kind of boring if you ask me. But again, we're just going to dice these bad boys up, and when we're done, we are going to put them with the other vegetables that we cut up earlier. We are then going to take 1 whole onion, not 2, just 1, and we're going to dice that up as well, just like we did with all the other vegetables. Again, dicing the onion up is a personal preference. A lot of people cut onions different ways. Whatever way works for you the best, do it. But this is how we cut our onions. We're just going to start off by going down the side and dicing them up. Again, bite-sized pieces. We don't want them too big, we don't want them too small. Just, kind of middle. Then once we get our onion all cut up, we're going to put it in the bag with all the other vegetables like we did with everything else. This is going to get mixed at the end of the video, which you'll see later on, so that way everything is evenly coated with all of our seasonings we're going to add to it and all that good jazz. Then we're going to take some garlic cloves, and we're just going to smash each of them down to kind of break them up a little bit, and then we're going to peel them and dice them up as well. And we're not going to put that in our bag of vegetables, we're just going to put that in a bowl at the end when we're done. But again, this is a personal preference. However, do take in mind that if you make your garlic pieces very big, you are going to get a strong taste of garlic. Although garlic is very good, you take a huge spoonful of it or you eat a massive chunk of it, it don't taste too good. I learned that the hard way. So make sure when you're dicing your garlic up, at least make them smaller than all the other vegetables that you cut up. Next, we're going to take 4 sticks of celery. We're going to cut off the ends of them, and we're going to do to these what we did to everything else and just dice them up. Again, personal preference. A lot of what we do is personal preference. You guys can do whatever you want to do. This is the way we do everything, the way we dice our vegetables, season everything, and cook stuff. So again, it's just a personal preference, but we're going to dice all these celery sticks up. Again, I have 4 of them, so we're just going to speed the process up a little bit. When we're done, we are going to put everything in our bag with all the other vegetables and goodness and toss this around at the end just to get everything kind of mixed up and really consolidated. Now for our seasonings, we're going to use Cajun two-step original seasoning. That's the guy that says put that on a cracker, dude. Love that guy, he's awesome. Which, if you're watching this, hello, welcome to our channel. But we're going to dump that seasoning in this bag, and then we're going to come behind it with just some black pepper. And we're not doing a whole lot of seasoning and spicing it up, just simply Cajun two-step and some black pepper, and then we are going to come back behind with some extra virgin olive oil. Nothing too fancy, again, just trying to spice up these vegetables a little bit more. When we're done with that, we're going to close the bag up and toss everything around, get it all marinated and smelling good. Make sure that bag is sealed so that way none of the vegetables fall out. Once we're done with that, we're going to open the bag and get rid of all the air, and then we are going to zip it back up again and put it to the side. And last but not least, we're going to make our stock, our homemade stock. We're going to start off with 4 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. I think that's how you say it. We're going to dump that into our pot of boiling water. Make sure when you're doing this, you have your whisk or spoon ready to go to stir everything together. Make sure you keep it on a somewhat medium setting. Then we're going to come behind and hit it with some beef bouillon. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. And then we're just going to whisk it all together. Make sure that it doesn't boil over. But that's it for this video. Make sure you guys tune back in to see part 2 of the wild game soup video. Until then, later, Gator.